Welcome back, everyone. This is GTA Failure. In our last video, we tackled PCJ Playground as well as 23 different rounds of Cone Crazy. That was fun. And in this video, we continue with the rampages. So the first task is to get myself down to 1 HP because I want to challenge myself and try to complete each rampage with only 1 HP. So I blew up a couple of cars near me to get down to, I think, 7 HP. Then I glitched through our favorite pillar over on Prawn Island. And then I'm going to jump off of a small little ledge, which will, right. So then I lost 5 HP there for falling into Blue Hell, and then down to 1 HP, and then took the helicopter over on Starfish Island to rampage number 1. So I'm going to do these rampages in the order given in the wiki page about the GTA Vice City rampages, which is linked below. And the idea with this rampage is you gotta blow up 10 vehicles within 2 minutes using the rocket launcher. And I will turn around and use my one of my rockets on my helicopter. That one counts. And then fast forwarded here, no vehicles on this level of the parking garage, but these three right here. This is why I came over to the parking garage. I was hoping that I could just find lots of stationary vehicles to blow up because this rampage is surprisingly difficult, or at least I found it difficult. I don't know why I got credit for 4 there. I guess one of those 3 vehicles blew up twice. Um, yeah, it's difficult because I think you're intended to blow up boats from that broken down pier, but most of the time I don't get 10 boats to spawn, and some of the boats that spawn are out of range and they move very slowly to get within range, and some of them are out of range when they spawn and then they go the opposite direction from me, so they never come within range. So this one took me a number of attempts. I'm going to give this rampage a 1 out of 10. It stinks. Um, so I'm going to do a bunch of these rampages in double speed here. This one, you got to take out 30 gang members with Molotovs, but this is trivial for us because we are fireproof since we've completed 12 levels of firefighter. So getting back to that rocket rampage, I had forgotten how difficult that one was because it's been 10 years since I've done the vanilla strat, like trying to blow up boats or whatever. So my actual strat, when I 100% speedrun this game, is to do that rampage much later in the game after I've already completed the Sunshine Autos import export lists or whatever they're called. Um, and so then I have access to um, the garage is there, and I just put I stuff 4 random vehicles into one of the garages, and then when I do this rampage, I just pick up the rampage icon on the pier, and then I quickly fly over to Sunshine Autos, and then I go into that garage with 4 vehicles in it, and I just blow them up with my rocket, and then I back up a couple of steps, which closes the garage and heals all 4 of those blown up vehicles, and then I blow them up again. All right, so we just ran over 30 gang members. That one, oh, okay, go back to the firefighter one. So the firefighter one, the Molotov cocktail one is pretty fun. We'll give that one a 9 out of 10. I like fire. Apparently, I'm a pyromaniac. Is that the word? Okay, the running over 30 gang members, that one's pretty fun too. 9 out of 10. It's only fun if you have a good car. If you have a slow car or one that's prone to damage, it's not so much fun. This one here is 25 gang members with the sniper. That's pretty cool. I think I mentioned that I prefer the challenge of the sniper um, rampages in GTA 3 because there you have to knock off some heads instead of just hitting them anywhere in their body. So this is quite a bit easier. But still, it's kind of fun. We'll give this one 8 out of 10. And we can talk a tiny bit about the rewards here. I think I mentioned some of this before, but the cash reward for completing a rampage is $50 times whatever rampage number you've completed. And so that right there was our 22nd rampage done. In the previous rampage video, we did 17 rampages on the Western Island plus the one on Starfish Island. So we did 18 altogether in the last video, and then we just completed our 4th one in this video. And so that was our 22nd rampage, and 22 times $50 per rampage gives us the $1,100. All right, so here we get to the one rampage that I was in fear of more than any other of the 17 rampages here on the Eastern Island. So I think that the Katana rampage over on the Western Island took me roughly 50 attempts. I stopped counting after 25. And it was just a nightmare because I just kept getting shot or I would run out of time. And so you can see my strategy here is I'm looking for not, yeah, there was like a pack that was stationary over there. And if I had stabbed the moving guys in the back, like I'm doing here, then the stationary pack would have shot me up in a second. So what I was looking for in the Western Katana Rampage was not stationary packs, but folks who were walking away from me. And I want nothing to do with this guy. And and so it just took forever to find enough folks who were walking in a nice line, and then I would just get them from back to front. But this is literally the very first attempt. I'm not showing you any fails. I didn't find the rampages nearly as challenging in this video as I did in the previous rampages video. This is literally my first attempt at the Katana Rampage, and I have 30 seconds left to just get 3 more. I couldn't believe how much progress I made just on the first attempt here, because I was thinking it might take me an hour to complete this one, just like the previous one. So here I got 2 packs that are walking. I need them to separate because I don't want any of them to see me stabbing one of their buddies. All right, 2 seconds left, or 2 guys left. 5 seconds left to kill one. Come on, please, please. Yes, yes. Seriously, that was the first attempt. I'm shaking my camera because I just saved like 2 hours of frustration with repeated katana rampages. That was my first attempt. I couldn't believe it. So I don't know why that was so much easier for me. Partly, I think I just got lucky and had lots of folks, like walking away from me as opposed to having lots of packs that I couldn't do anything with. And also, surely I gained some skill at this random 1 HP katana challenge in my, hour or 2 of struggles on the Western Island Katana Rampage. Okay, so the Katana Rampage, even though I got it on my first attempt, we're still giving it a 1 out of 10. That's like one of my least favorite rampages when I'm speedrunning this game. Forget about the 1 HP challenge. All right, the Chainsaw Rampage is pretty awesome. I did fail, I don't know, like 2 or maybe 3 times on this one that I'm not showing you. I'm just showing you the passes, but it's still pretty fun. I failed before because I went into like a pack of like 5 or 6, and like I would take out the first 4 guys with the chainsaw, but there was like a second that one of the guys who I didn't take out had to shoot me, and they did. So we'll give the chainsaw 9 out of 10. That chainsaw is overpowered. Okay, this is 25 gang members with the M4. Quite straightforward. The M4 has a lot of range. I actually died twice on this one, which I'm not showing you because I was standing quite close to the edge to give myself the best angle to see these gang members. And then, like either the cops or one of the gang members just got lucky and shot me. And it just takes 1 hit since I'm at 1 HP. So this one's okay. I'll say 8 out of 10 on this one. So I was talking about the cash. So it's $50 times however many rampages you just completed. However, there's a glitch at the very end. Here I just take my vehicle and drive it off the edge so that I can get down to the bottom of this parking garage safely. This is the corkscrew parking garage. So it's 25 gang members with a shotgun. Usually it takes 2 shots per gang member with the shotgun. So the glitch, the 34th rampage, which will be our second to last rampage in this video, is supposed to give us $1,700. That's 34 times $50, and it does. So the 34th rampage correctly gives us $1,700. The 35th and final rampage is supposed to give us $1,750, just 50 more. But instead it gives us only $1,000 instead of $1,750. This is an outrage. My best guess is that maybe Rockstar intended to reward you for completing that last one and give you like $10,000 instead of $1,750. But they left off a 0, and that makes a big difference in our system with numbers representing places. Okay, so this one right here, Shotgun Rampage. I don't really like it so much because you have to shoot everybody twice, but I don't know, it's fine. It's not that bad. We'll say 5 out of 10 here. I also mentioned the in-game completion nonsense with the rampages. Each rampage doesn't count for anything in the in-game completion until you have completed the 35th and final rampage. So for completing the first 34 rampages, your in-game percentage doesn't go up a whit. But when you complete that 35th and final rampage, your in-game completion percentage goes up 0.65%. That's it. Only 0.65%, which is, again, the same as buying a property. It's also the same as doing a single unique stunt jump. So you do 35 rampages, and you get the same credit as a single unique jump, or as buying a single property. It is nonsense. Okay, this is 25 gang members with the MP5. Pretty fun. We'll give this one 8 out of 10. And I found a police car to drive away because I accidentally got 1 star at the end of that successful attempt. So here we are facing the beach on the eastern side of the island. We need 30 gang members with the Spaz 12. Oh yeah, in this one, watch, Tommy is going to turn into Neo from the Matrix here in just a second as he avoids all the bullets coming at him in like a V stream. Check this out. It's coming up right after I take out these guys on the other side of the pool. I'm going to turn left, and then we're going to slow down time and get in between a slew of bullets coming from these guys running at me. Watch this. Here we go. Come on, Tommy, you can do this. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. It was like I could see the green letters and numbers falling from the top of the screen to the bottom of the screen. Outstanding. Okay, that one was awesome. I like the um, whatever weapon that was, the Spaz 12. We'll give that one a 10 out of 10. Here is another 308 sniper one. You only have to kill 10 of them. It's pretty straightforward. Here, the red dot like got real big when like the guys were behind an umbrella or whatever. I didn't quite understand why it was doing that. I thought it did that if the target that you were aiming at was like really close to you. I don't know. Like, am I aiming at the like the handrail up here on the diving board, even though I can't see it? Not sure. If you have a thought on that one, let us know in the comments. Okay, sniper is pretty easy. 9 out of 10 on that one. And this one here is drive-bys on 35 gang members. Sometimes when I 100% this game, I have trouble finding enough gang members to spawn. It's kind of annoying. What I'm going to do here is repeatedly like do U-turns on a road because there's something about getting the camera to spin around that tends to increase the chances of more gang spawns. And so that's what you see me do here is just repeatedly turn around so I can get more gang members to spawn. But when I speedrun this game, I'm often kind of greedy. Like my next task is south of where I am, and so I try to complete this um, this rampage along the way towards my next destination. But just like driving in a straight line doesn't often spawn the gang members as rapidly as spinning U-turn after U-turn. So I don't know. It's just okay. 6 out of 10. Okay, the last few here. We'll take it. Fantastic. All right, next one, another chainsaw rampage. Again, I died, I don't know, 2 or 3 times doing this one, but it's still fun. Oh, so powerful. Had to take out a police officer here because when you have the chainsaw, you can't run. And so I didn't want to get whacked once in the back of the head by this officer using, what's it called? Unreasonable force? I'm not sure. I think he could have just like calmly told me to stop what I was doing instead of whacking me with a baton. All right. So did I rate this one? I don't know. 10 out of 10. I like the chainsaw one. It's awesome. Okay, that one's done. Hello, officer. Oh, I'm out of here. So I always, at the end of the rampage, would run away just in case there were some surviving gang members that were still mad at me. Okay, 25 gang members with the Python. This one is pretty straightforward. The Python has good aim, good accuracy, and it's one shot kill for each of the gang members. 9 out of 10 here. And we're kind of wrapping up. This is our 14th rampage in this video, and there's exactly 17 rampages on the Eastern Island. So just 3 more after this one. And I guess I could rate all of the rampages as a whole. Doing the rampages is quite a lot of fun for me. If it weren't for the 2 katana rampages, I think I might give the rampages 10 out of 10 as a whole. But I can't do it because those 2 katana rampages are really annoying. Not just for this 1-hit HP challenge, but just in my like speedrunning days. Like the katana rampages cost me a lot of time because I would die. Even I would go in full health, 200 hit points, and I would still die. Okay, so this one right here is the 35 gang members with an M4. The M4 has quite a lot of range, so this is very straightforward. Although I remember when I was playing this game initially, like 10, 11 years ago on touchscreen, a Kindle Fire HD, the rampages were quite a bit more difficult, and so I would like hide out behind that wall, standing on the grass between the road and the mall, just to give myself protection so that the gang members were on the other side of the wall and then I could barely see their heads and then I'd shoot them from there and I'd be pretty safe behind the wall. All right, this is another rocket rampage. 30 gang members with the rocket launcher inside the mall. We'll give this one a 7 out of 10. I really like the rocket launcher, but it means you can't run. You can't jump, and so you are very unprotected. Like if any of these guys starts chasing me, I'm in a world of trouble. So 7 out of 10 on this one. Okay, and then the final rampage of this video and the final rampage of the game is a 30 gang member drive-by rampage. And this one's fine. Again, you'll see me rotate, do a lot of U-turns just to get gang members to spawn. I'll show this one in its entirety without fast forwarding. 7 out of 10. It's okay. The drive-by rampages were also very challenging for me on the touch screen. It was just a lot of touches on the screen simultaneously, and there's just like very little precision in terms of what the touchscreen inputs. It was rough. The katana rampages were rough. The chainsaw rampages were really rough on my touchscreen. I didn't understand. You're supposed to hold down the fire button when you're doing the chainsaw attacks, as opposed to like just tapping the fire button like you would do when you want to repeatedly shoot a weapon, like a gun. And so I would often instead of holding the fire button with the chainsaw, I would tap it, and then Tommy would do like this like slashing animation with the chainsaw, like from holding the chainsaw way up high to pulling it way down low, and it just didn't work. I needed to hold it down. Okay, so that is 35 rampages complete. You saw right there, $1,000 reward for the last one instead of 1,750. Again, my best guess is that they intended to give you 10,000 and just left off a zero. Okay, Tommy's real tired of being down at 1 HP, so we grab that armor and then we'll save here, which will also um, fill up our HP. And now we're back up to 250. And I will show you the save file for next time. Feel free to give us your feedback on the rampages as a whole in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.